Okay, so I'm going to wait 5 minutes before I start. I like to get on here at 8 and start at 8:05. So that's what I'm doing. Hello to the 2 people that's watching at the moment that I can see. Have a whole 5 minutes before I start. If you're looking to learn something, you might want to hop on here. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Jarrell. What y'all doing, man? What y'all doing? Hello, everybody. I got you. I got you. You know, it's been a lot of people asking for a shirt, and I'm like, should I start selling these shirts or what? But I feel like I should. I got you. It's an older shirt. I got some stuff on the back, too. Let me show you right quick. If I can turn my big stuff around without knocking the whole camera over. But see, and then, like, you can get people to scan the code on the back, and it'll take them right to my website, period. But yes. Okay. Okay, bro. I see you. Alright, so I have 2 more minutes before I start. So tonight I'm talking about taking risk and, you know, trying to do better, basically. Essentialize. Okay, so when I do start, I have a question, and I kind of want y'all to give me some feedback and let me know what y'all think. Jarrell, this is the last week of hunting season, man. How you gonna act? You too, Jeffrey. Shoot, I don't know how it is in your state, but yeah, this is the last week for us to hunt. So, but I had fun this hunting season for real. I had fun. A lot of fun. All right, so 1 more minute. The last day. So ghetto. So ghetto. Not the last day. Dang. Did you kill anything? Like, how many you killed this year? Legally. You know how people do. Oh, and just so y'all know, like, my comments come in like a little bit slower. I'm in the basement, so it's gonna be a little slow. Okay. All right, y'all, so I have a question, all right? So the question is, what's keeping y'all from taking risks? I know a lot of people, you know, aren't really risk takers because of different reasons, but I want to know, what's your reason for not living the life that you desire? Like, what is it? Like, you don't have to give me a full paragraph, but I just, you know, just a couple words, a couple sentences. Let me know what you're thinking. Hey, Jalen. So, Jalen, since you just got on, my question was, what's keeping you and just everybody in general from taking risk and reaching the life that they desire? Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Like, fear is definitely one. Like, I don't like being on camera, but at the same time, I'm goofy, so I'm just gonna be goofy and just do what I do. Just be me for real. But when you do take risks, it really defines how powerful you are. So it's okay, like, take risks, because once you take that risk, people gonna look at you and be like, dang, this, like with me, people walk up to me and be like, dang, KK, this, that, and the third, like, but I don't be expecting it. And it really shocks me because I really inspire a whole lot of people all over the world. And it's pretty dope. Failure. You know what? I came up with a quote earlier and I was going to save it for later, but Jalen, let me tell you something. Let me find it. Can't tell you till I find it. All right, so I said, without a vision and dedication, success is dead. So you have to have a vision and you have to stay dedicated, because if you don't, you're not going to be successful. So failure, that's a little, you know, I don't believe in failure. That's just me. Do it. I mean, you can do it just like Nike. Just do it. Just do it. Because me personally, I feel like if you're afraid of failure or you afraid of taking risks, then you just don't want it bad enough. So definitely take that risk for real. Hey, Wesley. Because you have to think about it for real. Like, the most successful people took risk, and I mean, I'm going to get to that too. I have two people I want to speak on that I know for a fact took risk, and they are African American people. And I mean, like, a whole lot of people look up to them for real. So yeah, you will fail. I mean, you're going to take L's. I mean, that's the only way to really grow for real. You're going to take L's. Definitely. Because, I mean, without you taking an L, how you ever going to learn something? Like, you have to take one. I've took plenty of them. Plenty of them. But risk takers are money makers. That's for sure. So, I was really thinking that somebody was going to say, you know, I ain't got the money. Because I just knew somebody was going to say that. But both of y'all said failure. So I understand that. But see, now, yeah, I feel you. But see, like, now, like, it's no reason for nobody to be saying they ain't got no money. It's too many jobs. It's way too many jobs out here for somebody to even say they ain't got no money. Like I told my son, I'm going to get you a lawnmower so you can go cut grass so you can make us some money. Period. So there's no reason. If my 7-year-old son can make some dollars cutting grass, y'all can make some dollars doing something. Hey, Tommy, but y'all can make some money doing something. All right. So my biggest thing is, like, I used to turn down opportunities, like a whole lot of opportunities. But it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I can't keep turning down stuff to, you know what I'm saying? Because how am I going to grow and know where I really need to be if I keep turning down stuff? So me personally, I'm going to tell y'all straight up to stop turning down opportunities, because it's things out there that really might be for you and you're just scared to do it. So I'm kind of curious as to what Jeffrey and Jalen, you know, and anybody else that's on here, like, what's stopping y'all from really reaching y'all goals and stuff? Because I'm not understanding. Don't get me wrong though, because I wasn't comfortable doing a whole lot of stuff, but I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable to get where I am today. So you have to be uncomfortable, but when you get uncomfortable, you will eventually get comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. For real. All right, let me see what he said. Right. Yeah. Even if you don't have, like, one thing about having a business though is the fact that it's separated from your personal stuff. So let's just say if you go spend $30,000-$40,000 on your business, that's separate from your personal, you know, that's a blessing for real. And see, that's one thing about it. Like, your support, Jeffrey, is not going to come from people in your hometown 9 times out of 10. Like, they just not going to support you. A lot of people, especially here, I'm going to say it, they look up to people that's not doing no good. Like, they'd rather look up to a crackhead and say, yeah, that's my nigga. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to go. That's just not how it's supposed to go. So, I'm going to put it to you like this. Everything that you do from here on out, let it be vision over sight. Like, how can I explain this to you? If you can visualize it, then you can make it happen. All right. Everybody that's on here right now should at least look into having like a vision board, because when I started my vision board, I think I started it back in 2017, maybe. And I just started putting stuff on my vision board, and I'm like, bro, I'm really knocking out stuff that I didn't even think I would be knocking out this early. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you, I mean, it don't cost that much to get some sticky notes. Get some sticky notes or a board, some type of board. Write down everything that you want to do and get it done. Like, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? Let's see here. My Lord. Like I said, if you can vision it, then you can make it happen. And it's only 3 things that you got to have, all right? So if you have the faith and then you can visualize it, but you have to be able to believe in yourself, all right? Those 3 things is faith, visualize it, belief. Those 3. You don't really need a whole army full of people, because sooner or later, those people going to follow you. So there's no need to sit up here and be like, well, I don't have 10,000 followers yet. You don't need 10,000 followers. If you have a good 20 people, that's solid. That's all you need. A good 5 people. One solid person will help you get somewhere, because you never know who that one person may know. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Do anybody have anything they want to say right now? Fatima, hey girl. Right. And see, well, you right. My thing is, like, let's just say if I'm going to like a big meeting, right? And I have went to some meetings and I got nervous, but you have to be uncomfortable, because if you're uncomfortable, then you have room for growth. You know what I'm saying? So if you go up in there hot-headed, man, I know all this already. He ain't talking about nothing. You're not going to learn nothing. And you're not even going to pay attention for real. You don't even need to be there for real. So get up out of there. But no, for real, like when you go places and you go to meetings, and if you really want to grow, you just have to be uncomfortable to get to where you want to be. Like, I can't stress that enough, for real. I really can't. Let me see if anybody said anything. Hey, Lindsay K. Hey, Miss Furl. Hey, Boogie. Justin. Najee. How you doing, Najee? I ain't seen you in forever. Hey, Cordero. Just wanted to stop and make sure I speak to the people that I can see as they come in. But, whatever you want to do it. You don't have to just jump into it. Take risks. Because, I mean, I don't mind taking a risk. I risk it all. Because I know, I ain't going to say I'm going to get it back. But most people, and that's another thing, a lot of successful people have lost it all or never had it, or whatever the case may be. That's why they have it now. So you have to be willing to lose everything sometimes, for real. All right, so I have a quote, and it's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Like, and I'm going to give you a scenario with this quote, right? So the quote is by Warren Buffett, and it's be greedy when others are fearful. I'm going to break it down to you. But be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. And I'm going to give you a prime example of this, all right? So be greedy when others are fearful. Think about when everybody started trading like Bitcoin and Dogecoin. All right? Bitcoin and Dogecoin. And I say this because I've seen it happen. Even here in South Boston and surrounding areas. I've seen y'all do it, and I'm like, yo, these people. But I'm going to explain it to you, all right? So be greedy when others are fearful. So let's just say if you got into Dogecoin and Bitcoin when it was a few cents, you know, before it started popping off like everybody, you know, think. If you would have gotten in it and been greedy when everybody else was scared to even take a few cents to invest in it, you'll be up. But then you got these people that's So I also said be fearful when others are greedy. So when everybody else get into it being greedy, you have to be scared, because for real, you don't want no parts of that. Like, so be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. All right. Like I said, you have to be willing to really risk it all. Like, and when I say risk it all, I mean, you have to be willing to lose friends, lose family. You have to be willing to take a step and relocate. Because for real, I've been thinking about relocating. Where I'm going, I really don't know. I wanted to go to Texas because, I don't know, somehow being in Dallas with my, my uncle, and I don't know. That might be my place where I need to go. Or either Charlotte, North Carolina. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe I can make something work here, because it's a reason why I'm still here. It's a reason for everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure that out. But in order to be able to, like, really grow, you have to be willing to risk it all. Friends, family, a job. You need to chase whatever it is that you want to do. Because, like, me personally, me starting my business, I was like, well, I know what I'm talking about, so I might as well do it. Be willing to start your business and do things your own way. It's not going to be easy, because I don't care what nobody say, yo. Everybody be like, well, there's a blueprint. There's a blueprint. It's no true blueprint. And I'm going to tell you why, because everybody's success story is different. Somebody could tell you, like, let's see. Yeah, here's the blueprint to making $1 million. If it was that simple, bro, why everybody don't have $1 million? Why don't we all have $1 million? Can somebody explain that to me? But we might not all have $1 million, but there's $1 million out there for everybody. But you have to go and get it. Point blank, period. Another thing, when I say risk it all, don't be afraid to apply for jobs you feel like you're not gonna get. Because a lot of places accept people that don't qualify. If you think about it, they don't even want you to qualify, because half the people that qualify, they say, well, you overqualified. So what I go to school for? What did I go to school for? Why did I take all these classes? Like, make it make sense to me, because if 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, something's just not adding up. My Lord, that's snapping Turla. I had to say it before the day was over. My Lord. All right, so I was going to tell y'all about a story, right, where people took risks. And I remember Steve Harvey, I remember seeing something about Steve Harvey, yo. All right, so I think he had like $35. He took his last $35, made some phone calls, trying to get on, like, what was he trying to get on? He was trying to, like, he was doing some type of, Steve Harvey was, somebody help me out. What did he do? He is a, not an actor, but a comedian. There we go. So, Steve Harvey used to do like a comedian. He was a comedian. And he used to stay before he became what he is today, he slept at a hotel. He didn't sleep inside the hotel. He slept in his car at the hotel. That's crazy. And he took his last $35, made a couple phone calls, and he ended up being like on stage doing some type of comedian type stuff. And he ended up making like $300. So he took that $300, went to the Apollo. I know y'all remember staying up late night watching the Apollo. I know for a fact me and my sister used to do it. Me, my sister Brittany, Deontay, we all watched, the Showtime or the Apollo or whatever. That's where Steve Harvey went. All right. And that's how he ended up being where he is today. So he went to the Apollo and he ended up, having his own, the Steve Harvey show and so on and so forth. Like, but one thing about it, he took his last $35 and made some shake. You know what I'm saying? I remember him even saying that he stayed in one of the rooms up there at the Apollo to be able to be there the next day for the next show. Like, bro, it's crazy. So you kind of got to go through things to get to where you want to be. All right. Another person, who was it? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, what he do? He slept in his car. He was homeless. Well, I don't even know if he had a car, but he slept somewhere. He was homeless. Okay. And he made a, it was a show he made, and he only had like 30 people show up. I can't even think of the name of the show. Let me see if I have it written down, because I really can't think off the top of my head. Let's see here. The show was I Know I've Been Changed. Okay. That's what it was. I Know I've Been Changed. And from that show, He had like 30 people show up, and he was like, dang, I got all these bills due, this, that, and the third. But like, the thing is, from that show, he was able to build his foundation. You know how you build a house? I'm about to preach a little bit, okay? You know how you build a house, and when you building a house, you got to dig out the foundation. Like, you know, dig in the ground to have the foundation, you know, put on top. You got to put the cement down, all that good stuff, all right? That's hard work. That's like something that most people don't see. That's just an example. Like, that is hard work. So me putting in my work for my business, y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see the blood, sweat, and tears. Like, y'all don't see that. So you have to put in work to really be where you want to be. Because imagine digging a big old hole to put some foundation down, then put concrete down, then have a house on top of it. That's not easy work. I tried to paint my bathroom, and that took me a long time. So it's not easy. I don't care what you say. It's just not easy. But I'm going to stop and see if anybody have any questions or anything pertaining to anything that I said. Because I'm about to, you know, keep going if ain't nobody got nothing to say. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be times when like things get scary, when you feel like you about to lose it all. But for real, you just being prepared for what's next, the next chapter in your life. And I just went through that too, so I know for a fact that, you know, I know where I'm headed. So I'm just trying to make sure I give y'all what I got in me. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Nobody have anything to say? We good? Just making sure. One thing about it though, I know people probably think like, I'm not smart enough to do this. I'm not smart enough to do that. Y'all really thought that people thought I was smart? No. But guess what? I'm doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it. I wouldn't say nobody's dumb, nobody's, you know, stupid, but I would say we all make dumb decisions and do stupid things. That's just any human being that's on this earth. We just do crazy stuff, for real. And I also feel like nobody learns the same way. So your marathon, because this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You take your time and do what you need to do to get where you want to be, but the way on, you know, on your path is not going to be the same as mine. So like I said, everybody learn differently. I might say something and you get it, but the next person don't. That's why I don't mind breaking something down. That's why I'm kind of slowing down to make sure everybody understands. How many of y'all have a vision board? Just kind of curious to see if anybody have a vision board. Dirt Bike Dave, what's up? What is up? If you don't have a vision board, you should definitely get one. And if you don't want to get a whole board, just get some sticky notes and make that work for you. Write your goals down. You think I reached my goals? I thought I was going to reach my goals. I met way past my goals, honestly. What's up, Smooth? What's up? Alright, so hey Stedman, what's up? Ain't seen you in forever since we went riding for the Dirty 30. Alright, so next I want to talk about something that I feel like I might need to pull out my board on. Hold on. I wish I would have bought my little board, but I got the big board. Just so y'all know, y'all be spelling board wrong. So this right here, and I'm not even trying to be funny, I'm just trying to help y'all out. This is a board. And the way you spell this board is B-O-A-R-D. When you in the house board, that's B-O-R-E-D. Okay? Okay. So, once again, what I'm about to do is I'm going to show y'all something. All right? So, we're going to talk about non-essential and essential things. So, let's just say, all right, I'm not pressuring nobody to start a business or do anything, but I'm going to give you a few tips on something right quick. Okay. So when you on your way to like wherever you want to be in life, I don't know, there are gonna be times when people gonna get in your way. People, places, things, a bit like your own job, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, you know, uncles, just everybody be in the way. All right, so they are considered non-essential things. They might call you and be like, for example, hey Katie, can you come do this? Hey Katie, you got that? Hey Katie, can you come meet me at so and so place? That's what they call me, Katie. But you know, it's gonna come a time when you can't allow people in your space. Like if you want to make it to a certain place, you can't allow certain people in your space. You can't allow them to mess up your schedule. You can't allow them to interrupt you in no negative way, no nothing. I really got rid of all the negative things I possibly could out of my life. Point blank period. I tried my best to anyway. All right, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like when this. All right, let's just say this you right here. You on a, I can't draw y'all. All right, so you on a good path. Look at this ugly, look at this circle. But anyway, so you're on a good path and you doing your thing. Phone ringing. Hey, Katie, what you doing? Working? Well, can you come over here and this is what they doing when they getting all in the mix of your stuff. They just messing up your whole entire plan and everything. So this is the track you want to stay on, the essentials, what matters the most, and the non-essential things, just let them be what they gonna be. Just because your phone ring don't mean you have to answer it. And I've been practicing that. I've been practicing not to answer my phone, sister, brother. Sorry, Katie, you called me earlier and I just ignored it. I saw you calling, but you want to know something? I was too busy working on this. So I had to like not answer the phone. So you have, let me show you again. You have your non-essential things that don't matter, that will stop you from being where you need to be. And you have your essential things. This is where I want to be. I ain't got time for nobody coming into my schedule, messing up my life. All right. But if I make time for you, just know that you're special. Just know that. So with the non-essential things, I wrote down that it's too many choices. Like you have too much going on, and it's just too much. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. You can't have certain people coming into your life messing up things. I'm gonna give you another example because I was reading a book and it kind of came to me. So let's just say I was pregnant and I was like in the hospital about to have a child, and my husband, which I'm single, y'all, period. But my husband, he was always on the computer. He was working and he got an email saying you have to be on this call. Let's just say, okay, it's 8:30 where I'm at. Let's just say you had to be on this call at 10 o'clock. Okay. I just had his child and we at the hospital, and to me, that's like a non-essential thing because right now it don't matter. Some things you just have to put to the side, okay? And that's one thing that I feel like it wouldn't matter. It's a non-essential thing. And no matter how much they want you to be at that meeting or whatever, think about it. Who's more important? Your wife with the child that she just had, or that call? Like, seriously. So you have to, like I said, push all that shit to the side and keep on going. Because if you don't prioritize your life, yourself, somebody else will. If you keep allowing people to come into your life and tell you how to maneuver throughout the day, how are you ever gonna make it? And if somebody do tell you, it might be to better you, honestly. But if you know for a fact that it's just blubbish and it's just in the way, eliminate it. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got something they want to say? Comments. And I also wrote, remove obstacles and making like execution effortless. So when you remove certain obstacles, it will make, you know, execution, anything that you want to do, effortless. You don't even have to worry about it because you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. You just do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. And sometimes when you remove people out of your life, less is more, honestly. Like, less is more. Is there anything that y'all want me to speak on while I'm here? Because I kind of flew through this because ain't too many people talking, but y'all listening. That means y'all learning something. Y'all really learning something. Is there anything that you feel like, you know, you kind of need help on and, you know, I can kind of talk about it at the moment? But I definitely suggest everybody have a vision board and refer to it daily. I don't refer to mine daily. I'm working on that, but refer to it daily. If you're just coming on, I probably done said something that you probably really needed to hear. So you might want to watch this when I upload it. But yeah, you can do anything that you want to do. Like when I tell y'all, my mother thought I wasn't the smartest child, and I'm doing a whole lot. Yeah, that way. I'm just making sure anybody said nothing. All right, well, wow, I still have people on here. I'm gonna go on to something else because why not? Why not? I can cover as much as I want to on here. All right. Motivational. It depends. It really depends. Like, a boogie, like, I'm trying to figure out. All right. So when you say motivational, because like it all depends on what you trying to do. Motivational as in what? Like, because it's some books out there that just touch base on certain things that you might not even want. If I was to give you a book though, and especially if it's talking like to make money or something like that, I would say Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's another book. I got so many books upstairs. That would be a good one for anybody that's on here. And don't forget, I talked about money management the other day, and that is the key to being successful too. I'm not, where I want to be, but I have enough sense to be able to educate you and get you in the right direction. And y'all comments may come in slow because, I was just reading one earlier. It's funny that you look up the book Essentialism. I just spoke on that today, but look up the book Essentialism. It's gonna be something like this on the front of the book, honestly. Something just like this on the front of the book. I can't tell you who it's by, but it's a white and red book, but it's probably gonna be the only book that you really see. For real. And if you do see another one, it's gonna be probably like a different version of the same thing. But I'm really not playing about this year. I will say that I'm not even trying to like act like I'm better than nobody or nothing like that. It's just that I'm taking this year seriously, and I really appreciate anybody that didn't stop by. Like if I see your name pop up, I appreciate you. If your name didn't pop up, I still appreciate you. If you commented and you supported me just a little bit goes a long ways with me. So I appreciate you. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Yep. Sure is. Another thing I want y'all to know though, this right here is just stuff I just been writing forever, but you have to be patient. Like I said earlier, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Take your time. Don't expect to be, a millionaire overnight or have thousands of dollars overnight. It's possible if you can get in contact with the right person. Because networking is everything, but you have to have that hookup for real. Any more questions? I'll probably get off here at 8:40. It's another book I would say for you to get to, but right now you have a lot of reading to do with just those two. So, and this one I'm thinking about is like maybe like this thick, and the words are like this small. So just it's a lot to read. Hey Wanda. Hey Curtis. My goal is to be, I'm not going to say a millionaire, a billionaire, nothing like that. But my goal is to be comfortable. And I feel like everybody should be able to live comfortably. Like, you should be able to take trips and not have to worry. How am I going to pay this back? You know, I shouldn't have went on a trip. And then you go on a trip and you don't even really want to eat because you can barely pay for the food. I mean, I've been there. I've done that. I've been through a whole lot of different things. And only at the age of 28, you know. So it's a lot I could say. Yeah. Amen, Stephen. Amen. Because it's been, I mean, I remember living in Honeytree 2016, and I had like $20 left, and I was like, okay, am I going to use this $20 to wash my clothes, or am I going to use this $20 to feed my family? I took the $20 and I fed my family, and I washed my clothes by hand, because that's when you know, okay, I'm a real woman, and you know, shit happens. So I had to do what I had to do, and that's just a life, like an example of you have to do what you have to do, regardless of if you want to do it or not. I had blisters on my hand. I mean, it was terrible, but I done it, and I feel like going through that helped me get to where I am today. But I tell you one thing, you can't get ahead doing the same thing you've been doing. Like this right here that I'm doing today, going live and just talking, I wasn't doing that. And I knew that was something that I needed to do, so I'm doing it now. Hey Celine, that's my girl. Do anybody have anything they want me to talk about, touch base on at the moment? Do I need to go over anything that I said so far? I'm pretty calm today. My first one, I was just so into it. I was hyped, you know, but it's like, I don't know. This one, this topic that I had today about taking risks and everything, it wasn't nothing for me to get too hype about. I mean, I'm just telling you straight up, like, take the risk and don't be scared to take a risk, because I will risk it all if I had to. And going back to the quote that I came up with earlier, I don't even know where it came from, but without a vision and dedication, success is dead. Straight up. And you might want to write it down. Without a vision and dedication, success is dead. Because you can't make it in life no other way. You have to be dedicated and have a vision. If not, success is dead. Hey, Bridget. Any questions? I have like 1 minute, so I'm waiting to see. Anybody have any questions? Is that a question? Investing in medical marijuana? I don't know nothing about no type of marijuana, honestly. I mean, you might want to go ask a pothead. But like, no, I really don't. It's okay if you missed some, Bridget, because you can always go back and listen to it. And you know I'm always here to talk to you in person, girl. Yes. I know exactly where you at. I'll come right on over there. You know when I pulled up, when I gave you a waffle maker, pulled up with the waffle maker. Don't play with me. Or whatever it was. It was some type of skillet. Some type of skillet. I really don't even know. I think you wanted a skillet. I don't think it was a waffle maker. But you'd be surprised. Things happen in mysterious ways, child. But yeah. Step in with that marijuana situation. You might want to go to Google. That's YouTube it. I don't, but I can. I feel like that's the thing I need to start doing because a lot of people want to talk to me. A whole lot of people want to talk to me. Yeah, I know all about the stock market, and I know it's legal, but I'm not into marijuana, period, at all. I would love to do it with you though, Bridget, because I probably have whatever you need, honestly, and if I don't, I'll find it for you. Oh, that's right. It was you gonna eat your cornbread. Now you know you gotta make me some cornbread. You ain't even made me no cornbread with the. Come on now. You ain't even made me a piece of cornbread. My Lord, a snapping turtle. So Stedman, like with you, like what do you feel like might be holding you back from being successful if you're not where you want to be in your life? Are you where you want to be? I'm just kind of curious. Give you some stocks that's hot. All right. So with me giving you a stock that's hot, let me explain something to you. I don't like to do that because of the simple fact that I don't know how your money's set up. I don't know how educated you are, because I might tell you to do something and it might be right to me, but it just might be wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like me trading the foreign exchange market. Like my entry point in my take profit, which my entry point would be where I enter the trade, and my take profit will be where I exit the trade. So with that being said, I don't want to put no more on you than what you can not gonna say afford, but you know what you're willing to risk, because that's risking. So with that being said, that's something I probably would have to sit down and talk to you about, because me personally, we might not have the same beliefs. I might buy a stock because I feel like, or I know that in the next X amount of months or years, you know what I'm saying, it's going to do X, Y, and Z. That's what I feel. So you like Forex too? Yeah, you should go purchase my ebooks or buy my course for more information. So but let me tell you something about my course too. So with my course, if you can understand everything that I'm saying, you'll be able to trade Forex, stocks, binary options, crypto, because I cover all of it. I teach you how to read the chart so that you can profit. All right, that's what I do. Okay, Bridget, we can set a time. I'm willing to do that. I hope you look, Bridget, if you haven't watched my live from last Friday, go and watch it, because I tried to touch bases on a whole lot of stuff. If it's credit repair, life insurance policies, I talked about that. I talked about my business a little bit, and I talked about money management. I stepped on some toes with that money management, child, but definitely go back and listen to that too. Hey Tamia, hey Dante. But yeah, so tonight wasn't that long, but y'all know if you have any questions, you can inbox me and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. I usually be in the bed by 6:30, but I'm staying up from now on until 8 o'clock and making sure I talk to my people, because it's a lot of things that I feel like people need to know that they don't know, and you just don't know what you don't know, if that makes sense. I might talk to you and learn something from you. So don't think that you come in here and you know, you just gonna learn everything from me, because I'm trying to pick y'all brain too and see what y'all know. All right, Bridget, that's what's up. Have my cornbread ready. It's like, have a consultation for a piece of cornbread. My Lord. if you just get on here and you didn't, you know, watch my live from the beginning, just get ready because I'm about to push the end button with a finish button in just a minute, and you can go back and listen to it. But I definitely touch bases on taking risks because you should do that. Without me taking risks, I wouldn't be where I am today because I've risked a lot, honestly. Yep. And don't ask me if I'm gonna eat my cornbread because I'm gonna eat my cornbread. How you doing? Well, I really enjoyed y'all tonight. I didn't go as long as I did the first day. I think I was really preaching a whole lot. But before I go, is there any topics that you all would like me to touch base on, you know, like next week? Because I'm only going live on Mondays at 8 o'clock. I was going to do Monday and Friday, but I have other plans for Fridays now. All right, y'all. Well, since nobody's saying too much from what I can see on my end, because my messages come in slow, I hope you all have a great night. And if you have a topic that you would like me to touch base on, whether it's, I know one that I'm really going to do because I'm tired of everybody inboxing me about it, but Facebook fan pages. I really want to, I want to be able to share my screen with y'all and get on my computer and show y'all how to set up a Facebook fan page and how to maneuver through it and how to add people to it and so on and so forth. You know, I'll give you a little gems on that. But, and if you just want to go ahead and just look it up, you can just easily go to YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But me, I'm getting straight to the point. I'm not going to talk to you for hours and hours before I give you the information. I'm just going to give it to you so you can have it. But if you're doing any type of business, me personally, I believe that you should have a Facebook fan page. If you own Facebook, you need to have a fan page. And just keep everything separate. And everybody that's on your Facebook page, you can invite them to your fan page. And just like if you want to go live or post something about your business, just tag your business in your post and just keep going. Yo, T Brooke, I gotta get up with you too, girl. I gotta get up with you about your fan page too. All right, y'all. Well, I have 1 minute before I go. Hey, Kwanzaa. I need to call you because I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been a minute. So prepare yourself for like a 3 to 4 hour phone call. Charge your phone. Make sure it's juiced up. Hey, Robert. I haven't seen you in forever. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out of here. If you have any questions or concerns, any comments, please be sure to comment back on this. If you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, watch it again. You might learn something. All right. Like my grandma used to say, I'm gonna learn you something. She ain't never say teach. I'm gonna learn you. So I'm trying to learn y'all something. Whatever I know, y'all gonna know. Free game. I'm out of here.